How is testing going? And I gather Stanford was among the first to have developed its own kind of sort of in-house test for this.
We were. We developed a so-called RT-PCR test that when the FDA announced that it had opened up additional criteria for approving these tests, we were one of the first to submit for approval and receive approval, and then brought it into general clinical use immediately thereafter. We're currently testing about 1,000 patients a day, both from our delivery system and also from delivery systems in hospitals and clinics around the Bay Area.
Of the 1,000 roughly that you're testing, what percentage are turning out positive? I assume that most of the people who are getting tested are presenting some symptoms.
That's correct. We're using the CDC criteria for determining who should receive a test. And those criteria do involve the presence of symptoms such as fever, cough, and other related symptoms. The percentage is fluctuating. All of the positive cases are being reported to the appropriate public health authorities, and publications like the San Francisco Chronicle are giving an update every day on the number of positive cases in the Bay Area.
Yeah. You're also involved in clinical trials of remdesivir, which is one of the antiviral drugs. I'd like to get an update on that, or on your view of any of these other drug cocktails that are being talked about as having evidence, some anecdotal, if not clinical trial validated effectiveness against the illness.
For remdesivir, we're participating in both of the trials, one for moderate disease, one for more severe disease, as are a number of different medical centers across the country. I think it's good that there's broad participation among medical centers that are taking care of patients with COVID-19 infections, because that way there will be enough enrollment in the trials to actually know, hopefully in a very timely fashion, when the drug is working and under what circumstances. There are going to be a lot of different medications deployed in attempts to treat COVID-19 infections. I think it's very important that they be done under appropriately supervised conditions so that we get information about what works, what doesn't work, what combinations may be more effective in some patients than in others. But we're all playing catch-up here because we hadn't experienced this particular virus in the past,
right,
and we don't have a lot of knowledge and information that we can bring directly to bear to know what's best in treatment.
I got two sort of final quick questions, so I'll ask quick answers if you might. How stressed are your people, and how overtaxed, if at all, are your facilities?
I think our people are concerned. I think we're all concerned across the country, but we have an amazing group of people working in our healthcare delivery system, from physicians to nurses to staff, and I'm so pleased and honored to work with each and every one of them every day. And I think we're here to serve our community. We're here to serve each other on the front lines of healthcare delivery. Our facilities, fortunately, we opened a wonderful new hospital in November, but we didn't close or tear down our adjacent connected hospital. So we're able to bring beds back online that we temporarily closed.
That is great news. So let me just close with this. I used the metaphor yesterday that the economy, if the economy is the patient, we have induced a coma in this patient. The debate is now raging on how quickly we can bring that patient out of the induced coma. How do you know, as a clinician and as a scientist, when it is safe to bring this patient, the economy, out of the coma? Are we there yet? Are we close? And how do you do it safely?
Tyler, what we know is that social distancing is currently the most effective measure we have to slow the rate of growth in the number of cases, number of patients infected with the virus. And we need to keep slowing that growth rate so that we can take care of people who do have the infection. Now, how long is that going to take? I don't know. It's a very fluid situation. We have a lot of public health experts watching that every day in real time, and I think their recommendations will be very informative to us to know when we can start liberalizing some of the guidelines that have been put in place.
Dr. Minor, thank you very much.